No, so the first one I've got is the way the album's been promoted at this point is that it's been portrayed as your like four heroes saving the world from detestable figures, not just in rock and roll but in the world in general. Is is there how much truth of the Darkness's journey is actually in that story?
Uh, well, in the kind of concept.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess there's a lot of truth to it. There's we mainly felt that with songs like Rock and Roll Deserves to Die. We just we wanted to kind of really kind of push the envelope, for us, and then when we kind of finished it, and Dan and I came up with the second half of that song, pretty much.
Yeah.
Where it goes ballistic, and we just kind of wanted to be like, we were kind of a little bit bored about hearing the same kind of generic stuff that on the radio that we just, it was just kind of imitating their favorite artist, but without bringing their own thing to the table,
Yeah.
So we kind of just wanted to go, fucking have some of this. This is how you do it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In that respect, I'd say, yeah.
That's pretty good. Okay, I did notice actually in one of the tracks, again, being from Manchester, I did notice there was a whine, a little mank whine in one of them vocals.
Yeah.
What's the story behind that?
That is out of love, by the way. There's for some reason, Justin and I and Dan, we spend a lot of our time backstage talking in a Mancunian accent. Not sure why. I think we just enjoy it. So yeah, I mean, I laughed my arse off when I first heard it. When I first heard that vocal take, and I heard him do that particular line, I just went, okay, yeah, it's hilarious, it's brilliant, yeah. All right, now do it properly, He's like, no, I think I like the Mancunian guy. He's staying in.
But it works as well, so
yeah, he works, right?
Yeah. Your character in the clip for Heart Explodes as a Viking, is that inspired by any particular events or how you feel about yourself?
Well, I have actually got Viking blood on both sides of my family.
Okay.
So I am, I was what you would call a modern day Viking warrior.
Well, and you've got your steeds, the junket, isn't it? So, yeah.
Exactly.
That's
I've got the weapons.
Yeah. We'll have to. I know Gene Simmons has trademarked it, but we might have to get God of Thunder off him. So.
You know what? That is, at the risk of sounding like a complete wanker, that is what the boys call my serve.
Oh dear, that's gold.
Think I'm joking? I'm not.
I won't put that in the interview. In a final piece, I won't put it in there. You're all good. Secret safe.
Thank you, mate.
Now, Easter is cancelled. That's your second album with the Darkness. Have you seen any notable changes from Pinewood Smile to this one in terms of how you recorded and interact?
Oh yeah, 100%. We approached the whole thing completely differently. Pinewood, we were still feeling each other out in respect to me just only recently joining. It's weird how much difference it makes when the more comfortable you are with the people you're playing with. Because the first time I played with them, the minute I met them, Dan and I just came in together. I just knew it was going to work. It was an instantaneous. Okay, we are just locked in.
Yeah.
But in terms of composition and writing, think you've got to really be comfortable with everyone, like on a personal level and a musical level. There's that's definitely the only time when the good stuff's going to come out, I think. And I mean, I don't get me wrong, I loved the work we did on Pinewood, but it was I can definitely hear after doing this one now, It's Just Cancelled, I can definitely hear a massive marked difference in comfortability and just fluidity, I guess. Because Pinewood was literally, right, let's just throw ourselves in a rehearsal room and come up with a bunch of riffs, bunch of grooves, and string it all together, and let's all do it, live and right now. So we just did it, and that was great. It was a great way of doing it. Definitely for someone who's just joined and just meeting the guys, it's like a really good way of just a good way of getting a lot of hours in the studio together.
Yeah.
But this one we took 8 months in all in all.
Wow.
In the studio writing this, and we really took more time before we even went to the studio and got distracted by everything that comes with that, with laying things down.
Yeah.
Is we would just sit with a couple of acoustic guitars in Dan's kitchen and just hash out as many arrangements as we could, get them as close to finished, if not completely finished, there before we even thought about walking over to the studio.
Yeah.
And I think it really paid off. I think there's some the main body, like the vinyl, for example, is I think it's phenomenal. I'm really proud of it.
Good. Because I was gonna mention, because obviously we get a promo copy, but on the promo copy it doesn't say who has been doing the writing in that. So was the writing a very collaborative process, or did the guys have most of it ready?
No, we always work very, collaboratively.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yep, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, all good. So set up a couple of dials. We're all very we write very collaboratively together, and we make it a joint thing, which is it's the best way to do it, but it can be tiring at times, especially when you've been in one room for 12 hours and you want to get everyone's idea, you want to try out everyone's idea and give everyone every benefit of the doubt and every chance it can, really, and then you can say yes or no at the end of it. But
choice.
we ended up shit canning about I actually don't even know, probably about 8 songs.
Wow.
Something like that.
We
got them over the finishing line. It wasn't just we've got a long way to go, let's just it was like we actually spent weeks on the 2 of them, and then we were like, it's not good enough. So we just threw it in the bin and started again. But in terms of the music, that's the main collaborative thing we all take part in together. But this album especially, we were all helping out lyrically on the last one, but this one was lyrically it was all just he really pulled something amazing out of the bag. I think he in a lot of cases, Dan and we get a lot of the song arrangement done.
Yeah.
So we'll always record the drums and Dan's guitar first. We do that together, and we'll just hash out the song in a take, and we'll get a good one, and that'll be our building block basically. That'll be our base.
Yeah.
But then we kind of just present what we did to Justin, and he would just look at it and go, "I fucking love it," and then give me 10 minutes, and then 10 minutes later, he's got he had some of the lyrics on this album are very impressive in my eyes.
Yeah.
Rock and Roll Deserves to Die. It's got some extremely clever stuff.
Yeah.
I think he really smashed it out of the park lyrically, this one.
I was chuckling at Heavy Metal Lover. That one made me giggle.
Yeah. I was saying earlier, that's a bit of a dark horse, that one.
Yeah, yeah. There are some surprises on this album though, because Deck Chair stands out as being completely different. I mean, how do you think I have to ask you, how do you think the fans will react to that song?
Well, the fans.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a fan, and if I was in the crowd, I would love if that song was halfway through the set. I think for me that would be a really fucking lovely slight break from everything, but a really nice change of pace. I absolutely love that song.
Yeah.
I even insisted on having absolutely zero drums on it. They were like, yeah, but maybe a little bit. No. It's literally just that. That's what it needs, and I absolutely love it. And I'm reasonably close to the master Jeff Beck, and we were talking a lot about him during the making of that song, and that's where that Jeff Beck style guitar solo comes from.
Oh yeah.
But I think it's absolutely beautiful as well. Justin, I thought that was absolutely a stunning solo.
It's right what you say about the pacing
as well. I think they'll like it. I think.
Well,
we all love it. So.
Like what you were saying about the pacing, the way it's placed on the album as well is important. With it being, I think it's track 4, and then you got, I think Easter is cancelled straight after it, which is obviously a lot bigger and bolder. So you're right, it does give you that little contrast, that little breather.
Say again?
It does give you that contrast, that breather that comes with it.
Yeah, exactly, and that's a part of we put that there on the album for a reason. You know, it's like all my favourite old albums. You know, the Journey LPs. You put them on it, it's like it takes you through a story. You know.
Yeah.
And you have to kind of follow it, but yeah, it's important that I think, and I think this is one of those albums, and that's why we're really excited about it, because it reminds us of all our favourites like that, and we were all super excited when we took back the LPs, the few LPs to take home and have a listen to, and I think it's one of those albums. It's a whole process to it.
Yeah.
And as you said, it's a lovely little break from the mayhem. just a little breather, you know.
I've got to ask. Obviously, it's called Easter is cancelled, but it's been released in October. Why?
Yes. It just means Easter's forever.
Okay.
From here on out, they are now cancelled.
It's just Easter forever, or just never Easter.
Either or, whatever floats your boat.
Fair enough.
But it is cancelled either way.
Well, that leads into that cover. Now, I get the cover when I look at it, but I know some people over here. I was talking to some people over here, and their first reaction was, "Ooh, have you had any? Have you had any reactions really to the cover?"
Well, for me, that is a fantastic reaction. I think we wanted people to go, ooh. We've had a few negative from some very hardcore, Christianity people in America and stuff. But you know what? It's that's Justin up there. It's no one else.
Yeah.
And I think if you're offended by that, then fuck me, you're probably going to be offended by a lot of the songs as well.
Yeah, you probably should be a Darkness fan.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. But no, I don't think it's offensive. I think it's light-hearted, it's fun, it's kind of daring, but it's also a beautiful piece of artwork, I think.
Yeah.
We had this lovely lady, Chiara, who did all the artwork, and I think she absolutely nailed it. But it makes us fucking smile every time we look at it, you know, and that's the main reaction, I think.
That's good. When you tour Australia, I mean, you're not going to be here for another 6 months or so. I think it's March you're here. How much do you envisage of the new album you'll have in the set?
Are we going to be playing?
Yeah. Ooh.
Who knows? We haven't actually figured that out yet. But our plan is to play as much of this album as we fucking can, because we love it and we think it'll be live. It'll be really, really something, I think.
Yeah. Oh, I noticed that.
Went down like an absolute house on fire for the Ed Sheeran shows.
Oh, that's right. You just had 3 big shows, haven't you?
Yeah. We played 4. We played that. No, actually, we played it for 6 shows. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
it went down really great every night.
That is awesome. That's awesome. All right, so I've got one last question because I'm only supposed to have 15 minutes, and in theory, I've had 25 because of the petrol incidents.
Okay. Yeah.
And this is a bit of a silly question to end it on. Australia's got 9 of the 10 most deadly snakes in the world. Would you rather try your luck surviving those or eating Vegemite?
Well, I'm not really scared of snakes. I'm definitely scared of some of Australia's snakes. But oh god, that's a difficult one. I really don't like Vegemite.
Awful, isn't it?
I'm a Marmite guy all the fucking way. Yeah, I'll take the snakes.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Rufus. All right. Well, look, I know you've got a heap of things to do, and you've got the unfortunate place to go to as well. So, thank you very much for your time, and I'll let you go and have hopefully a good rest of your day, buddy.
Thanks a lot, mate, and you.
Thanks, Rufus. Bye.